Hi students, myself Dr. K. Shivaya, Shantiram College of Pharmacy, Nandyal. So last class we discussed about anti-cancer drugs, their mechanism of action, pharmacokinetics, adverse effects we studied. Still we have a few drugs pending regarding anti-cancer drugs. Okay, next we can take the class of Vinca alkaloids. So So these you studied in a pharmacognosy. So obtained from a periwinkle plant that is Vinca rosea. So in that phytoconstituents we can found vincristin, vinblastin, vindizin, and vinrolvin. So these are the main active constituents of found in the Vinca alkaloids. So come to the mechanism of action of these Vinca alkaloids. The mitosis. So if you take in the mitosis of 5 phases of prophase, anaphase, metaphase, and anaphase, telophase, it will be there. So in that 5 phases, the middle phase, that is metaphase. In that metaphase, the chromosomes come to the in the midline, and it will be divided into two four. It is divided. So that is required for the spindle formation. So that is required for the spindle. That is we can call as a microtubule spindle formation. So for that microtubule spindle formation, it is required for the dividing of these chromosomes. But these Vinca alkaloids to inhibit these. So this is meiotic spindle. So this is the because of these vincristin and vinblastin causes inhibit the tubule formation. So that there is no anaphase, because of there is no meiotic spindle formation. If the meiotic spindle formation it is not formed, so there is no the spindle formation. There is no dividing of a chromosome. So the cell division not takes place. So this is the vincristin and vinblastin mechanism of action. So generally, we can use the vincristin, vinblastin, two phytoconstituents we can use. So that the side effects mainly the difference between vincristin and vinblastin is it is a bone marrow sparing effect. It is a bone marrow suppression, and this is alopecia means loss of hair is more common. It is less common, and peripheral autonomic neuropathy and muscle weakness it will be there less common. Temperature and mental depression it will be there. Constipation is present, but nausea, vomiting, diarrhea here. But in childhood cancers we can use, but it is used in heart chicken. Heart chicken means cancer of lymphatic system. Heart chicken means cancer of lymphatic system. And other lymphoma, breast cancer, and testicular cancer. In this we can case Williams tumor and Ewing sarcoma. We can use these drugs. Next class of drugs is taxanes. So this is taxanes we can obtain from a bark of Pacific yew. So that is European yew, which is a Taxus bucket. This is brevifolia. So in that contain the phytoconstituents is a paclitaxel and docetaxel. So what are their mechanisms? So same like vincristin and vinblastin, it inhibit the because it's bad here there is no anaphase. It will not enter into the anaphase. So there is no much difference between the vincristin and vinblastin. Here to block the mitosis, the paclitaxel drugs to block the mitosis process because of usually stable tubular molecules stacker and fail to depolymerize. So these paclitaxels bind to these meiotic spindle formation and inhibit the spindle formation. There is no division. And there is no anaphase. So same what you discussed in the vincristin and vinblastin same. So cell cycle arrested in G2 phase and M phase. That is the mechanism of paclitaxel. And docetaxel also same mechanism of action. Okay, some to these paclitaxel administered in IV route. So the bioavailability is 100%. There is no say here. and uses advanced breast and ovarian cancer, and also in lungs cancer, also esophagus and prostate cancer. Adverse effects is anaphylactic reaction because of solvent camphor. So anaphylactic reaction means is allergic reaction. You know what is the hypersensitivity reaction and anaphylactic reaction. Already you studied in antibiotics. So then, and also it is produces myalgia, means pain in the muscles, and myelosuppression means bone marrow, the cells have the myelosuppression. There is because of that, vessel production decreases, and peripheral neuropathy. So we can get the pain in the neurons and peripheral, whatever distributed in the peripheral neurons, that is sympathetic parasympathetic. In that neurons, you can get the pain. Next, if you taken the docetaxel, the mechanism of action to inhibit the meiotic to in the metaphase of the meiotic, to inhibit the metaphase of the meiotic metastasis or metastasis. So it is given oral, but it is paclitaxel IV administration. Docetaxel we can give the oral. So it is used in refractory breast and ovarian cancer, and major tox is neutropenia, may cause, means decreases the nutrients levels, and arrhythmias and hypotension is produces. Next, other drugs, epi epipodophylotoxins, that is the etoposide and tenoposide. So these are semi-synthetic derivative of podophylotoxins. So these we can obtain from here 50% natural and 50% we can add some other agents, reactive agents. Then you can get the etoposide and the tenoposide. So acts in S and G2 phase. So mainly to inhibit the topoisomerase 2, which results breakage of DNA strands and cell death. This is the main mechanism action of the etoposide. Uses testicular tumors and squamous cell cancer of the lungs we can use. Next, camptothecin analogs. So derived from the Campotheca acuminata. So these drugs we can obtain from the Campotheca acuminata. So inhibits the topoisomerase 1. So no resealing of DNA after strand has untwisted. So you know what is the role of the topoisomerase. Again, you go through the DNA replication is very, very important. Again, we have to go through it once. So next, topotecan used in the camptothecin analog is a drug is topotecan, used in metastatic ovarian cancer, and major toxicity is bone marrow suppression. And irinotecan used in metastatic cancer of colon and rectum. So toxicity diarrhea, neutropenia, thrombocytopenia, and cholinergic side effects. Some antibiotics also we can use it in anti-cancer. So these obtained from the Streptomyces species. These drugs obtained from Streptomyces species. So these mechanism of action is intercalation in the DNA between the adjoining nucleotide pairs. So mainly intercalation means intercalation between the DNA adjoining the nucleotide pairs. So this is a DNA molecule. So between the this is DNA molecule between the joining nucleotide pairs, that bonds, it will be there. There it will be intercalation and disturbances takes place. So because of that, DNA synthesis and RNA synthesis does not happen or blocked. So generation of oxygen radicals which mediate single strand decision of DNA, and also it releases the free radicals. That radicals interact with the DNA molecule. So these are obtained from Streptomyces species. It is mainly to block the DNA and RNA synthesis. And the free radicals, whatever these antibiotics, free radicals generated, they inhibit the DNA synthesis to break the DNA, and also mainly act on the topoisomerase 2. These antibiotics mainly act on the topoisomerase 2. You know what is the role of the topoisomerase 2. And dactyomycin, that is the antibiotic. Same, the mechanism of action already we discussed this one only. The mechanism of action, this and uses is a Williams tumor and gestational choriocarcinoma. We can use adverse of bone marrow suppression, irritant like meclorithamine, sensitized to radiation, and inflammation at site of prior radiation therapy may occur. So gastrointestinal adverse effects are produced. So these are some, it produces some irritation because of that inflammation at the site, and adverse effects mainly GIT, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, they are produced. So whatever that is, doxorubicin are these are the how it is the it produces free radicals. So this is a doxorubicin. When the in the presence of cytochrome P450 reductase to form the superoxide, these superoxides, highly reactive free radicals, so directly to damage the DNA strands, directly to damage the DNA strands. So another mechanism is intercalation in the DNA between the adjoining nucleotides. So wherever the nucleobase pairs are binding with the help of the hydrogen bonds, there it is intercalated. So because of that, DNA will break. So that is the two mechanism of these antibiotic for the anti-cancer. So same the doxorubicin and daunorubicin, same mechanism of action. So doxorubicin in the presence of cytochrome P450 enzyme, it is to form the superoxide ions. These superoxide ions break the DNA damage. So these doxorubicin is used in acute leukemias and malignant lymphoma and many solid tumors directly in stage in the bladder cancer. And daunorubicin is limited to all cancer types, and it is mainly leukemias it is used in. And toxicity both causes cardiotoxicity, that is cardiac myosin, it's a pain in the cardiac muscle, and bone marrow suppression, and alopecia means loss of hair. Mitrozantron, analog of doxorubicin, lower cardiotoxicity, uses is acute leukemia, and non-Hodgkin means other than the lymphatic system cancers. Mitomycin. This is CML is one type of cancer. No, nothing to compulsory remember. Okay, next to mitomycin is a highly toxic, used only in resistant cancers of stomach and colon cancers. You treated some other drugs, whatever availability to treat the stomach cancer and colon cancer, rectal cancer, but that cancer is not cured, maybe resistance. So that time we can given the mitomycin C. So the mechanism of action is similar what you discussed before. That is antibiotic for the anti-cancer. Next, mitramycin. So reduces the blood calcium levels by inhibiting the osteoclast. These are the adverse effects only. The mechanism is similar. So use it to testosterone of hypercalcemia with bone metastasis. These are the proteases. Next, bleomycin. This one also one antibiotics reacts with the iron, copper, and oxygen in the presence of cytochrome reductase to form the free radicals, to form the free radicals. Whatever it is, all antibiotics maximum to produces the nothing but in the cancer. Whatever you are using the antibiotic, that antibiotics are releases this superoxides, the free radicals. These free radicals to directly to damage the DNA. Suppose if you take bleomycin also, DNA, bleomycin of iron, DNA, bleomycin, Fe3 plus it is formed, and the free radical it is formed, that free radical it is like the DNA. So that is the thing. So these are the uses of bleomycin is testicular tumors and Hodgkin lymphoma, other cancers. Adverse effects is pneumonitis and fatal pulmonary fibrosis and hyperpigmentation. The hyperpigmentation means the black color it is increases, and bone marrow suppression. Next, other drugs is L-asparaginase. This is the enzymes comes under the enzymes. So this enzyme how it is will function. See, if you observe the normal, this is a normal cell, this is a normal cell, this is a cancer cell. Then if you observe the asparagine, it is one of amino acid. It is converted into aspartate. It is converted into aspartate in the presence of exogenous asparaginase enzyme. It is available in the cytosol. It is available in the cytosol. Then after that, these aspartate enter into the cell, in the presence of asparagine synthetase. In the presence of asparagine synthetase. In the presence of asparagine synthetase, the aspartate is converted into asparagine. The aspartate is converted into asparagine. So these asparagine useful for the protein synthesis. These protein, it is useful for the growth of the cell. The protein is useful for the growth of the cell. Okay. Then if you observe the in hepatic or neoplastic, in neoplastic or cancer cell, if you observe, so the cells have also exogenous asparaginase enzyme. So cytosol, in between the extracellular fluid లో asparaginase enzyme ఉంటుంది. That asparaginase enzyme to convert the asparagine to aspartate. So these aspartate, it is easily enter into the cell. So this aspartate is immediately converted into protein synthesis. In the this asparagine convert to asparagine. Then after that, the asparagine, it is used in the protein synthesis. That protein is useful for the growth. But the levels of asparagine synthetase, is low in the neoplastic cells. So it is available, but the levels is low. So the asparagine levels low. That's why the protein synthesis also low production. So that is because of the growth is low. But whatever you are giving the L-asparaginase enzyme, but what is the function? How it will reduce the growth? So here the L-asparaginase enzyme, it is reached into the cell. And convert the whatever the in the cancer cell, the formation of asparagine is low, but whatever if it is formed asparagine immediately to convert into the aspartate. Aspartate. So the L-asparaginase mechanism of action is it reached into the cancer cell, it convert the asparagine to aspartate. So it is converted into the aspartate. So the aspartate, it is not useful for the protein synthesis. It is not useful for the protein synthesis. If the protein synthesis not happen, the cell growth does not take place. So this is the main mechanism action of the L-asparaginase. So once I am repeating, L-asparaginase enzyme reached into the cancer cell. There it is conversion of asparagine to aspartate. So there is no formation of asparagine, there is no protein synthesis, there is no growth of the cancer cell. That is the mechanism of action. Then next come to the isolated from these is L-asparaginase from the E. coli. So this is acute lymphatic leukemia. So whatever the ALL, whatever I given, wherever mentioned is acute lymphatic leukemia, and dose is 6,000 to 10,000 units for kg IV daily for 3 to 4 weeks. So adverse effects is hepatic damage, hypersensitivity, hemorrhage, hyperglycemia, means increases the glucose levels, headache, hallucinations, confusion, and coma. These are the side effects. Next drug is hydroxyurea. So these drug, how it will act in the cancer. So actually the ribonucleotides, it is converted into deoxyribonucleotide in the presence of ribonucleoside diphosphate reductase enzyme. But these hydroxyurea, to inhibit this enzyme, there is no formation of deoxyribonucleotide. If the deoxyribonucleotide is not formed, there is no further dividing, further replication of the cell. So this is the main mechanism action of the hydroxyurea. So uses is myeloma cancer, chronic myeloma cancer, and polycythemia and psoriasis. Dose is 20 to 30 mg per kg per day. Orally we can give. Adverse effects of myelosuppression, hypersensitivity, hyperglycemia, hypoalbuminuria. So these are the adverse effects. Procarbazine, the mechanism of action is to depolymerize the DNA and causes the chromosomal damage. You know what is the DNA? DNA, it is a polymerization, it is a pledge is there. It depolymerize means it is because of that the chromosomal damage takes place. Because of that, there is no further division of the cell. You just, it is mainly Hodgkin disease means already you know Hodgkin means the cancer in lymphatic systems and other lymphatic system also, that is a lympho we can give. So 100 to 20 mg daily for orally we can give, and means mechanism is inhibitor action and anti-abuse action. Adverse effects. Adverse effects is inhibitor action of other drugs to inhibit the other actions of drugs and anti-abuse activity. Radioactive isotopes. So these are the radioactive isotopes directly to damage the cell or DNA. So because of that, it will to kill the cancer cells. So radioisotopes are directly to produces the radiation. Because of this radiation, directly to kill the cell or directly to DNA damages of the cancer cells. So these are the examples of the drugs for the radioisotopes, mainly to radiation to produces. Next, come to the hormones and antagonists. Hormones also is there. Hormones also we can use it for the anti-cancer, and antagonists, some few antagonists, hormone antagonists also we can use it for the cancer. So suppose if you take in glucocorticoids, the mainly glucocorticoids is lympholytic effect. So in the lymphoid cancer, we can use these glucocorticoids. So because of a lympholytic effect, this is acute leukemia and lymphomas. So they also have these glucocorticoids anti-inflammatory property is there, and produces the sense of well-being, increases the body weight. If you use the glucocorticoid, it increases the body weight, suppress the hypersensitivity reaction, control the hyperkalemia and bleeding, and non-specific antipyretic effect, increases the anti-emetic effect on and etc. So these are the possibility of mechanism of actions of glucocorticoids. The main mechanism of action in the cancer is lympholytic effect. So that's why it is mainly used in leukemias and lymphomas. Estrogens. These estrogens are physiological antagonist of androgens. Whatever the androgens in our body to antagonize their action. So thus is used to antagonize the effect of androgen to androgen dependent prostatic, especially it is used in prostatic cancer. The drug is favesterol. So this is a prodrug, phosphate derivative of stilbestrol. It is given in the dose of 600 to 1200 mg and IV route initially. Later we can give the 120 to 40 mg for oral. So first we can give high dose, then after that we can give the low dose. It is mainly to antagonize the androgens. Whatever the androgens steroids is there in our body, it will antagonize the action. Because of that, cell growth will be decreases. So selective estrogen receptor modulators. So because of estrogen modulators, these are the non-steroidal antacids. They don't have the steroid structure. Tamoxifen example is a tamoxifen. So this is a tamoxifen, this is steroid. It is entered into the cell. It is entered into cell. Instead of steroid, tamoxifen binded and inactivate the receptor. So because of the inactivation, even because if the steroid is binded, the growth, more growth takes place. So that if the tamoxifen in place of steroid, the tamoxifen bind to the receptor estrogen receptor. Because of this, there is no estrogen production. When the estrogen is not produced properly, but the growth is decreases. Means especially the cell division in the takato. So that is the mechanism of action. So the tamoxifen, the dose is 10 to 20 mg twice in a day, and standard hormonal treatment in especially in breast cancer. Estrogens లో బ్రెస్ట్ లెవెల్స్ ఎక్కువగా సెల్ డివిజన్ జరుగుతుంటుంది కాబట్టి సో వాళ్ళకి ఈ టామెక్సిఫిన్ వీ కెన్ గివ్ ది బ్రెస్ట్ క్యాన్సర్. అడ్వర్స్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఇస్ హాట్ ఫ్లషెస్, వామిటింగ్, వెజైనల్ బ్లీడింగ్, menstrual irregularities, venous thromboembolism, and dermatitis, and rarely endometrial cancer. These are the adverse effects of tamoxifen. Next, selling estrogen down regulator. So because of same mechanism of action, if just you select the drug only, the fluvestrant, that is the fluvestrant how it is act. So the fluvestrant, it will bind here, the fluvestrant bind here to down regulate the means to inhibit the activity, means the opposite action it will produce, means decreases the levels of estrogens, decreases the levels of estrogen. So selective estrogen receptor down regulation, not up regulation, down regulation. Because of down regulation decreases the levels of slowly. The first, if it is released 20 mg of estrogen, then after that 10 15 mg of estrogens, then after that 10 mg of estrogen, then after that 5 mg of estrogen, like that down regulation. If the drug fulvestrant bind to the estrogen receptors, so because of that, when the estrogen levels are continuously with a drastic down regulation, the growth will be decreases slowly. That is the, okay, so inhibit the, and also one more mechanism, dimerization prevents the interaction with the, so down regulator, resulting in more complete suppression of estrogen suppresses gene function. Mr. aromatase inhibitors. This is a letrozole, orally active non-steroidal compound, mechanism inhibits the testosterone and androsterone to form estrogens, mainly to inhibit the testosterone to form the estrogens, used in the breast cancer and other mastectomy. And anastrozole is more potent than the letrozole. So main mechanism is to inhibit the formation of estrogens, to inhibit the formation of estrogen. Next, anti-androgens is flutamide and bicolitamide. So androgen receptor antagonist. Dose is 250 mg triacynate, 50 mg oral for 1 day. And palliative effect in metastatic prostatic cancer after architectomy. Sometimes we can remove the some organs, or we can place the some organs. Because of that, the cancer, their cells are irritated. When the cells are irritated, the mutation takes place. The cells more irritation takes place. సెల్స్‌కిన ఎక్కువగా ఇరిటేషన్ అవుతే mutation takes place in the gene. Because of that also cancer developed. So 5-alpha reductase inhibitors. So it is a drug, is a finasteride. It's orally active. It is mainly the main active is to decreases the dihydroxy testosterone. Dihydroxy testosterone levels ni మన బాడీలో తగ్గిస్తుంది. Testosterone is very very essential for the body growth. So these also, that the testosterone also, it is when the levels increases more, the cancer levels, the tumor levels also increases. So that mainly it is used in benign prostatic hyperplasia. Dose is 5 mg per day. Decreases the prostate volume. ఆ prostate volume ని బాగా తగ్గిస్తుంది. అండ్ డిక్రీజెస్ ది సిమ్టమ్ స్కోర్, అండ్ యూరిన్ ఫ్లో రేట్ని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తుంది, అండ్ డైహైడ్రేట్ టెస్టోస్టెరాన్ లెవెల్స్ని ప్రోస్టేట్లో తగ్గిస్తుంది. బట్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో యూజ్డ్ ఇన్ హెయిర్ లాస్ అన్నమాట. టెస్టోస్టెరాన్ లెవెల్స్ కింద మన బాడీలో ఎక్కువ పెరిగినట్లయితే హెయిర్ లాస్ అనేది బాగా జరుగుతుంది. So sometimes we can give the finasteride drug, but it is very carefully we have to give, because of if you given wrong administration or wrong dose, we can get the loss of libido and impotency కానీ libido కానీ వస్తుంది, side effects. Okay. Next, neferlin nasal spray we can give. This is subcutaneous. This is gonadotropin releasing hormone agonist. So because of this, it decreases the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, and in the decreases the levels of estrogen testosterone. So because of the estrogens testosterone, when the levels decreases, the cancer levels decreases. So these are the progestins and some drugs. This is adverse effects of these progestins is bleeding. the flutamide. This is a, already you studied in human anatomy physiology. The hypothalamus gonadotropin releasing hormone or luteinizing hormone, it is released and it stimulates the pituitary gland. When the pituitary gland stimulate releases the follicle stimulating hormone, the follicle stimulating hormone stimulates this testis in the male. These cells to releases this testosterone. The testosterone useful for the growth. All cells, not only single, all cells are growth takes place. So the cancer cells in your body also growth takes place. So the sort of flutamide, the flutamide drug is to inhibit the testosterone levels from the testis. So some aromatase inhibitors also is there in our to inhibit the formation of androgens. And then when the androgens not formed, estrogens not formed. When the estrogens not formed, the growth is inhibited. Already tamoxifen already mechanism of action you stated. It is mainly used in breast cancer. And a new anti-cancer drugs is inhibits the growth factors receptors. It is mainly to inhibit the growth factors. Mainly act on the growth factors. So what are the growth factors? Is BCR-AML gene that is useful for the growth, and non-small cancer, lung cancer also. Gefitinib, and nilotinib, and dasatinib, and labatinib, and sunitinib, and sofratinib. So mainly they inhibit the growth factors. The factors are very, very essential for the growth of the cells, especially in the cancer cells. And important drug combinations. So in the Hodgkin cancer, beclorithmine and one cobin and prednisolone and procarbazine we can give. And other ABVD, other Hodgkin diseases, doxorubicin and bleomycin and vinblastine and decarbazine. And breast cancer, we can cyclophosphamide, methotrexate, and 5-fluorouracil. Here the difference is only the cells only. So breast cancer, cyclophosphamide, doxorubicin, 5-fluorouracil, and acute leukemia, lymphoma, acute moderate lymphoma, and chronic myeloma lymphoma, and Williams. So these are the combinations of the various drugs that we can treat the cancer. So next, these are the questions what we discussed in this session. Mechanism action of Vinca alkaloids. What are the Vinca alkaloids? And mechanism action of taxane drugs, and mechanism action of L-asparaginase. And also, when you're writing the mechanism of action, better to read the adverse effects also, and pharmacokinetics. Whether it is we can give the oral route or IV route. Maximum drugs we can give the 50-50% chances is there in this cancer. But in other treatment, if you take in maximum oral route is will be there. But in this cancer treatment, 50-50 chances is the 50% of drugs oral, 50% of the drugs parenteral route. Which one is parenteral route? Which one drug is oral route? Then the it is easy to write the pharmacokinetics. Next, mechanism action of bleomycin and adverse effects. And what are the 5 alpha reductase inhibitors? Write the drugs. Write new anti-cancer drugs is available, and write about anti-androgens in cancer treatment. How the anti-androgens to inhibit the cancer. Same like that, estrogen, how it is inhibit the cancer, and mechanism action of hydroxyurea. These are the questions. Watch it properly video, and prepare it properly, correct answer, and as quickly as possible send it. Nothing but what I given time. Particularly for the section A, 3 to 4 are given. For the section B, are given 9 to 10. So whenever you, when on the day you have the class, you submit it. Thank you.